Hello, all. This is Chuck, and I am on the anniversary of Elvis's passing, and this is also something I was going to get around to doing. And I told Ed of the King's Court I would do this. I like to watch his videos and learn about Elvis collectibles and recording and everything. His stories are wonderful. So he has inspired me to make a video. I don't know where the 45s all are, but right now. But I have all my Elvis albums together that I've grown up with. And the first ones on the top were actually the first ones I ever came in contact with that were actually originally from my family that I kind of borrowed and held on to ever since. So this album right here, Elvis Pure Gold, I first listened to when I was a kid, and it's a great compilation. It's actually some less common stuff you really don't hear too much today. There's some of his, standards that you always know and hear of, but there's some a little less common stuff, just from like top, 40 oldies or radio. But great album. And you'll notice the first 4 albums have this. I actually started an indexing system in the 90s when I was a teenager, or maybe just barely a teenager, and didn't know any better. And I had my name written here. I blacked it over. I tried to cover up some of the, wear marks with black markers as a kid. I didn't know better, but of course I kept the King's portrait, fine. And this was my aunt and uncle's. The next first 3 I think were my aunt and uncle's albums. They were at my great uncle's house. And to do that, to show you the whole thing, there you go. Flip it over, look at the back. Kentucky Rain, side A, track 1. Great, fantastic song. Love that song. That's one of my most favorite Elvis songs, actually, is Kentucky Rain. Ironically, he also recorded that on my birth date in 1968, I believe. 68 or 69. Maybe 1969. One of the two. Elvis actually recorded that. And I was born February 19th of 80. I missed existing on Earth at the same time as Elvis, but Fever, very nice version, cool version. It's Impossible. And that was actually a live recording. Jailhouse Rock, Don't Be Cruel, has a little bit of an echo effect because they reprocessed the mono, tapes to stereophonic. Then I Got a Woman, All Shook Up, Loving You, In the Ghetto, and Love Me Tender. So it's a mix of his, definitely a nice mix of some of his later 60s stuff with his earlier stuff from the late 50s and 60s. So it's actually an interesting mix of hits of his. This compilation, it's a little bit ripped or worn away here, but 1975 this album's from. Now to all the vinyl purists in that, they show at least one side of the labels. I know they're not in the best of shape. I have it in a microfiber cloth if I catch any that are too dusty. Oh my. This one's actually not too bad. There's some I've got in collections. I